Alright, hello everyone. Today's video is just going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a VOD review of a couple of games I played earlier today, just demonstrating why both Ramattra and Junker Queen are great tank picks for this season, and two very short push games, just showing off both the passive and aggressive playstyles you can run on these characters, and just trying to stay mistake free and get a lot of good value out of the characters. So let's get started. So first game, Coliseo here on the Ramattra. Both teams run the Ramattra. Uh, Not a big difference in the team comps. I guess ours has a little bit more sustain, where there's a bit more poke. But I mean, at this point, I'm not gonna change up my gameplay as a result. And I think is where I see the Junkrat. I'm playing a lot more careful. But I mean, yeah, I'm just poking here. There's no point going in. I'm gonna die if I go in too aggressive. Try to kill Junkrat there, I just can't pull it off. But I mean, yeah, this is fine here. No one's really taking a ton of damage on our team. Meanwhile, they're all pretty low. So we just keep poking them. They'll eventually run out of resources for healing. I'm just waiting for an opening at this point, which is right there. That anti is where it starts. And yep, I'm able to get a kill. So now I want to stay here and camp the res as best as I can. Although this cast is being a problem, so now I have to give up the space. But we're still looking good. Same thing as before, we just wait for a big anti or a 5-ball. We got lots of options. But yeah, I'm just being really patient here. I never once pushed too far into the enemy half. I just stayed in our half, took my time, waited for nade, discord. Not really sure why the Mercy ulted there. That was probably the beginning of their troubles. But yeah, as you can see, they swapped on the monkey now. So just making micro adjustments every time I see the tank swap. But I'm gonna try to win this fight with Annihilate. Shouldn't even need Nano to be honest, because they don't have many ults of their own. Just to be careful for those DPS ults. But yeah, I'm just sitting here. Our Zen does get picked off, so that means it's my cue to ult early here. This Junkrat's an easy kill. We're able to pick off their Mercy as well, which is really big. But yeah, I mean, the monkey messed up his jump, that's an easy kill. Now we're just cleaning up the fight there. That's nice and simple. But overall, Ramattra is one of those characters, along with Junker Queen, as you'll see later here. It's very stagnant, you play very passive for a while, but there's just these short bursts, like when I saw the Junkrat was alone, that's a good time for me to go in with Annihilate or Nemi form, just something where I can just run at them and get a kill, possibly. Like I did there. Or in that first fight with the nade. It's all about being patient till you find an opening. Fortunately there, I didn't quite kill that Kiriko, but honestly it's fine. Even still, I'm not too worried. Just taking my time. I was kind of expecting to be nanoed here. Turns out I didn't even need it because of our Transcendence, and then yeah, we're just able to turn it. We have really good ult economy at this point. Meanwhile, they only have one ult as of now. So, and we still hold on to our nano, which if it goes on me, we can cycle into Annihilate really quickly. A lot of things I noticed from playing, like I played 15 games of tank today in GM lobbies, all of them. What I found, because a lot of players are making mistakes at this level, it's all about cycling the ult economy. So it's just, you gotta invest just the right amount of ultimates to win a fight, or else you're gonna lose the next one because you put too many resources into that fight. Here I'm just poking again. The queen kind of oversteps there, so I try to punish, but nothing I can really do. I'm a bit low there. Junkrat with a questionable tire, and then it just goes straight into this. I was hoping to get out Transcendence, which I did. For some reason he kind of stayed around me when I slept, so I was able to keep my Annihilation up long enough to kill the Ana. And it's an easy pick there on the Zen. And then yeah, just the final push here, just trying to prevent anyone from touching early here. I'm not really sure what they were doing. But honestly, this team didn't do terribly. We were just much more organized than them. And I was able to stay alive the whole time, which is huge. That's the biggest thing I think as tank right now, is just staying alive and minimizing those mistakes, which I did a great job of that game. But yeah, pretty straightforward game. This other one's even shorter, but like I said, I wanted to show off a little bit of Ramattra and Junker Queen because I think they're both really good picks this season. So yeah, let's see here. I mean, obviously we're on a little bit of a different comp here. We ran into a Ramattra, and they have a Life Weaver and a Junkrat, so it's the same thing. It's just you poke until you see someone out of position, and then you just hyper focus them, almost like dive in a sense, just without the jumping on them aspect. So that's what I'm just doing right here. I'm just poking. I see Junkrat's low. I want to go for an axe swing on him. I'm able to land it. We pick off the Life Weaver early, and from here on it's just, you know, we applied a decent amount of pressure. We made the enemies look at us, but in the meantime, my teammates are able to get a lot set up. I'm not able to kill a Genji there, but once again, I'm just being a good distraction. If I'm not out there getting kills, I want my presence to be known. I want to be someone that the enemies look at, because I have a lot of survivability as both Ramattra and Junker Queen, with my shift abilities giving me a lot of HP. And yeah, once I do find that opening though, it's less about can you guys look at me, or it's more about can I just get the picks. There's just clean up the fight, simple enough. All these games is just like, I start out a fight with some sort of play that gives us space or it punishes someone out of position, and then the end of the fight is just cleaning it up with the same techniques that a plat player would have, just confirming those kills, landing the abilities. Here I realized I went too far, so I shouted it out. I didn't want to get stuck there. Fortunately they don't have any stuns, so that helps a lot, but I can still get trapped, so better safe than sorry. We have a really big lead, I don't want to squander it this early on. Once again, another questionable Junkrat tire. That was really good heads up play from me there. And then yeah, here I was waiting for Suzu. I'm not sure if she used it or not there, but I saw an opening either way. She can't Suzu both the people there, so it works out. Wrap onto that Junkrat to get the kill. Now the Ramattra is being a bit of an issue, especially with this ult up. He's target number 1, so we'll go to him. And I have enough sustain that I can win this, realistically, with that Kitsune being up, so I do just that. Now we have a lot of momentum. I want to confirm these kills. Once I get my shout back, I can push it. So here I'm looking for this Cass, but he is able to roll out of trouble, so I'll just push card instead. Here I'm just looking to knife someone down. I'm not really doing anything too crazy here, it's just understanding built over thousands of hours of play time where I should sit and when I should push in. Positioning and timing are essential to whoever you're playing, and I think one thing I really try to focus on is just being patient. There's been countless times where I've tried to force something that wasn't there and I've died as a result. And things with these games is I'm not trying to force it. I might try to start to look for an opening, but the benefit of playing Ramattra and Junker Queen is if you get in trouble, you just press shift and walk away. As long as you don't do anything too aggressive, you should be fine. But yeah, here's when I really start to ramp up the pressure. We got an opening pick, we're towards the end. We kind of have nothing to lose at this point. If we lose this fight, it's fine, we still have a massive lead. So I'm just looking to distract, keep them off that point, which I'm able to do pretty well. And then yep, now they go back to point. We just want to clear that off as best as we can. And then yeah, it's just cleaning up. It's really just that simple. There's obviously, you know, not every game's gonna go like this. This is 2 games where we clearly were the better team, but nonetheless, it's on everyone on your team to do your job, to take space, especially as the tank, and just be sure you have the right timing. Don't force anything. But yeah, like I said, short video, 2 quick games, just trying to summarize the thought process and what works well and what doesn't. Next time I'll go into a more in-depth video, outside of the 10 game series of course, and just describing more of the micro level stuff. But I just wanted to go over some general tips for not Life Weaver, I just played Life Weaver in the 10 games. Ramattra and Junker Queen, because honestly, in my opinion, those two, I saw a lot of them today in those games. I honestly think they're really strong tanks on ranked ladder right now, just because of that self-sustain you have, along with a lot of burst potential to punish people who are out of place. Alright, well that's going to be it. Thank you all for tuning in.